If you are new here, hi, I am Zari.
And I'm Space.
And we
the
have
witch.
polyphonic
Oh my god, no we do not.
And this is Witches and Weebs, where the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, fandom, and witchcraft all come together to create a harmonious community of witches and weebs and everything in between. We dive into all things mystical, magical, pop culture, witchy, weeby, anything under the sun considered fun. So if you are here, thank you for joining us on our journey to betterment, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do. My voice is gone. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is gone. Like, that shit going.
I could tell. I could definitely tell at the end of that. It was a little, ooh.
That shit is going.
I'll take over from here. I'll be discussing what we are watching today. We are watching FRIEREN Beyond Journey's End. Who knows how it's pronounced? We'll figure it out in this show right here. It is a Japanese manga series written by
Kanehito Yamada.
Kanehito Yamada and illustrated by
Tsukasa Abe.
Tsukasa Abe, and has been serialized in Shonen Magazine's Weekly Shonen Sunday since April 2020. Its chapters have collected in 14 volumes as of March 2025. So I believe it is still in print right now. The manga is still actively being made and written. So I do want to say, other than that little information, I have very little insight onto what this show is about, other than it's about a very long-lived elf. I've seen some clips. I don't really remember them, so we're gonna go in blind. Now, I do have to ask before we start, do you prefer if we would run down like a little synopsis of what the anime is about, or do you prefer if we just raw dog it? That's for you in the comments. From there, let's get started.
Welcome to Fandom Friday!
Oh, yeah.
I'm not doing the whole spiel. We're just going to start watching the anime. We are watching 1 through 3 of FRIEREN Beyond Journey's End. And I'm so excited. I love cute
That's some popcorn,
girls.
Everybody. Here you go.
Here's some water that would be in the cup if I had some. All right, you ready?
Here you go. Yes, I'm ready.
Let's get it started up in here.
I can already tell you that the plot line is fucking her figuring out that humans live very small, short lives, and she should have really appreciated her little group of band of adventurers much more than she did.
Yeah, I think it's gonna teach her how to appreciate humans more. It's definitely gonna teach her how to appreciate humankind more and the humans that she travels with, or just humans in general. I don't know how important this little girl is gonna be, but I feel like she'll be
for certain. The only reason I know she's going to be important because I've seen her in a lot of clips.
Definitely.
But older
She's
version.
Definitely gonna be an important part of learning how humankind works and actually getting to know them before they pass away with their very small,
like, okay, I'm just gonna disappear
life.
for 50 years. See you guys then, and then be shocked that they're old.
Yeah, be surprised, Pikachu.
Why are you old and bald?
Girl, we are not all elves. Cannot live like you do. You know, we
That
get
was
older.
I think that she kind of made the assumption that everybody is like elves and she can just do whatever she wants with the time that she has because she has forever, basically. I think she's already very old by the time that they start adventuring.
It's funny, and it's so crazy how none of them were like, well, all right, you're gonna see us in 40 years. Who are we stop you? And they
that's
just let her
like
go.
they just understood that it was like, oh, she's just gonna be like that. Thing is, if you're traveling with somebody for 10 years and you learned nothing about them, you're kind of an ass. I hate to break it to you.
She probably was under the, man, they got like 3 million more years to live. I can just come back and learn about them any point in time. Oh shit, they're human. Shit. Well, fuck. Now I gotta learn about humankind. I think she's very cute though. I don't know what it is about this animation style that is bothering me, but something about this animation style is bothering me. I don't hate it, but it's something. There's something there that unsettles me, and I couldn't tell you what it is.
I don't know what it is, but there's something that makes it very. They use some kind of smoothing filter on it, I swear. That just makes it very odd.
I don't know, but it looked old, but still new, and Ghibli, but not, and crunchy, but not. Like, I
have to say that I'm not a fan of this introduction OTS.
You don't like the opening?
Not really.
I love the opening. I love it. I was getting doing my
No,
polyphonic perception.
There's a
getting
part
busy.
in it that just kind of threw me off that I just did not enjoy. But I don't know if that maybe is because it's over Discord and something about the stream messed up because it was cutting in and out a little bit. So I'll give it a second shot.
Well, I mean, I liked the setup. I like where it's going. I'm
Here's episode 2. Let me read. Episode 2. FRIEREN spends years teaching fern magic while deciphering a grimoire for the dude.
Yeah, this anime is gonna piss me off, and it's only gonna piss me off because it's
timeline.
It's definitely gonna have some pacing issues. I can already tell.
Here's the thing. I think the beginning is very fast-paced, and then it stretches out later.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Because I see a lot of Fern as like a teenager, I want to say now. If she's like a kid in this, she's probably 10 or 11. She'd probably be 18, so she's tiny little young adult.
I hope they pace it well. I hope that everything is not just. I
think this is just this first episode is like just a lore dump to know the backstory.
I'm fine with that. So fingers crossed that pacing doesn't piss me off.
Yeah, it doesn't have like 6 years each time skip, and we're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Like, what do you mean she's an elder now? Wasn't she just a child last episode? What is happening? What happened in between her then and her now? But whatever. I'm ready for the next episode. Are you ready for the next episode?
I'm also ready for the next episode. This is gonna be I understand what this is gonna be about. It's gonna hurt my feelings.
Sounds about anime that has a plot. This episode was beautiful, and I said it earlier but I genuinely do feel like FRIEREN knew small things about Himmel that she never really thought or tried to take a second gander at, because she was probably under the assumption, yeah, he's gonna live as long as I am. I'm just gonna see him again, and then we can talk about it later.
As she said about herself, is that she was very apathetic.
Yeah.
She kept herself completely separated from those people. And like with an elven brain, yeah, she keeps all that information, but she didn't pay attention to it at the time. She was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, but I think it's really cute that she stored it for later, because even in the scene, he's like, yeah, these blue moon flowers, yeah, they're from my home, and she's like, all right, let's get going. Okay,
or whatever.
Damn, but like she knew, and she knew without even like really trying, until she had to remember, like, oh shit, oh yeah, he did say that this was a flower that grew at his home. She remembered those things, so it's not like she doesn't know. She just doesn't know as much as she would have liked to, now that she understands that most people don't live as long as she does. She doesn't know as much
as she wants. Yeah, now that she understands that, oh right, people don't live as long as I do. Oh fuck, I have missed out. Now I just have to remember what I can remember.
Yeah, but I do like that she kept it in the back of her mind, just to reference like a rotor, an info rotor.
This is very clearly about a story about enjoying the present, being present in the present,
learning about the people that you're traveling with, because 10 years traveling and knowing nothing about these people that you're traveling with is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of crazy. Like people don't realize. So I want to reference crushes for this specific. Just hold up. So scientifically, a crush only lasts 3 months. Once it's past 3 months, you're chemically in love with that person. So really, it doesn't take that long to be friends with somebody. If it takes 3 months to fall in love with somebody, it takes less to be friends with somebody. And to be like, oh yeah, I'm just not gonna ever pass this specific friend stage where I know nothing about you and just kind of whatever for 10 years is crazy.
Part of me thinks that it was her own little kooky way of expressing emotion without actually expressing emotion, if that makes sense. I feel like she didn't care enough, but part of her cared a little bit, enough to remember those very small details that someone said that she clearly wasn't paying attention to.
She very clearly cared, but she didn't know how to show it. There was no effort to show it.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't remember, if she didn't care, she wouldn't remember these little things about Himmel. and what flower grew up in his hometown. She wouldn't remember that.
Right.
But she cared. She just thought she had all the time in the world to show it.
Yeah.
And now she's realizing, oh, I didn't have any time in the world to show it. I needed to be showing it during those 10 years.
She's making up for it now, though.
She's going back and making up for it. That's why this is called FRIEREN's Beyond Journey's End, because this is about FRIEREN after the journey's end. After her D&D campaign where they slaughtered the Demon King and become the heroes of the realm, this is the after effect.
Yep, she's now realizing, oh shit, well, I had 10 years to do this. I didn't do it. Let's do it now. She's like, I wouldn't say atoning because she didn't do anything wrong, but she's definitely making up for it by teaching this little girl magic whose name that I literally cannot remember. I don't know why I can't remember her name.
Fern.
She's teaching Fern magic and letting Fern like travel with her, even though she said before, oh, she's just gonna get in my way. Now
also,
look.
Fern's gonna be a big girl mage. You can't tell me she's not.
Fern is gonna be a big girl mage, and I'm so excited.
She gonna be OP. They're building her to something because they were like, oh yeah, she's learned in 4 years what people take 10.
Yeah, that's a prodigy right there.
That's a prodigy. She's gonna be something.
And I'm excited to see the kind of magic that she takes interest in, because clearly FRIEREN likes mundane magic. She likes magic that will help with aesthetics. She likes magic that will make things easier, like prestidigitation that just removes dirt and grime and stuff off of things. Spells that get rid of rust off of bronze statues. Like, that's helpful. That's very helpful. It's mundane, but it's helpful.
It's helpful for normal human beings.
Yeah,
who don't have magic and all the time in the world to do all this stuff.
Right. Like, because she could be learning like big, powerful ass fucking pew pew spells, but she learned how to make flowers and shit. That's really cool, and I think it's a really nice take on the kind of magic that people like, and the kind of magic that isn't really common, because most
the kind of magic that people would do in their everyday life. If like we had magic now, you can't tell me we wouldn't be using stuff to get dirt and grime off of our walls. Just
like non-combat
we're
magic.
We're gonna use all this combat magic. Ain't no way. We're gonna be like, I want my tea to always be hot.
Right.
I want my washing to always be fucking nice and clean and all of that stuff. I want to be able to grow flowers at any fucking given time. It's just be like,
and that is what technology is for. That's what science is for. We have science and we have technology, and because now we can explain our magic. That's really what it is. I do like this.
I like the idea of FRIEREN being obsessed with mundane convenience magic instead of combat magic.
That would be me if I was a mage. Like, what? I'm hungry. Boop, here's a pizza. Where'd you learn that?
Absolutely.
Don't worry about it, but just know that I got my pizza.
I got my pizza, bitch.
I got my pizza. My drink is too hot. No, it's not. It's cold now. I got my cold beverage. Like, yeah. I'm doing shit that would make my shit easier. I don't want to fight nobody. I want to make sure that I'm living comfortably and my family and my friends are living comfortably too. That's the kind of magic that I want to do.
For sure. I don't need no fighting magic. So I enjoy this anime. Let's get on to the third episode.
Okay. It is gonna play on my heartstrings, but I'm ready for it. I love so far in the 3 episodes that we have watched how people from the past, when they were younger and Himmel was, you know, in the group with all of them, they were their adventuring party, that they're coming up now older, and like just it's a nice contrast to be able to see the past and the future in an anime without, like, you know, gruesome death, terrible history.
For real. Like, for real,
wholesome.
this is a very wholesome anime, and it's not there. I hope it's not going to be anything fucking gory and sad and blah blah blah. Well, I think this is very much a soft anime.
By anime standards, GLHF. It can start off as cute as it wants to be, but once you get to episode, I don't know, like maybe 10 and 11, it's just gut wrenching.
Stab. That's literally okay. That reminds me of us watching Trigun after you get to episode 12, and it just goes.
We still have to finish Trigun, actually.
We do have to finish Trigun, but it's exactly that kind of formula. The first 10, 12 episodes, super wholesome, super soft, super, oh my god, get attached to all these characters. And then from 12 to 28, it is pure stabby, stabby, stabby every episode. Just more stabs. By the end of the episode, you got like 27 stabs.
Me at Wolfwood, to be honest. Fuck, man. I hate Trigun. Parentheses lovingly. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, this is so fun and silly. And what do you mean? What are you what? Huh? What?
It was only fun and silly till episode 12, and from there on, it is just run you over with a truck constantly.
I'm sitting here like,
up.
When the fuck did this anime get so serious all of a sudden?
It's literally, did I change animes? Oh man, I don't remember it being like this.
Like, I knew Vashti Stampede was traumatized, but what the fuck do you mean this is why he's traumatized?
And I hope to God that this is not what happens in this anime. Let it be just like a soft love story of FRIEREN finding out that she was in love with Himmel the whole time, and Himmel was in love. Himmel was very clearly in love with her. I reread The Room. That man was so in love with her.
I have some
and
bad
she just
news
fucking
for you.
What?
Allegedly, from what I've heard about this anime, it's heartbreaking. Ooh.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's already dead, and she doesn't like. If he was in love with her, she only finds that out after he's dead.
You win some, you lose some.
Oh, for sure. But at least it'll be like just emotional. We might not see anybody fucking blow up, except for demons. Very clearly.
Not. I hope that this is just a nice, dramatic anime.
I think it's a dramatic. I think this is a drama. I don't think this is too much of an action adventure kind of situation.
I do love the slice of life aspects. I love me some slice of life. People can shit on slice of life all they want to. I'm eating that shit up. Give me that slice of life.
And I like the fact that it's a fantasy slice of life. Like, okay, they're not
really
doing any real adventuring. They're just doing whatever they want.
And I like that. I like that a lot because Fern was a kid. Fern is still a kid, and I don't think a kid should be exposed to like a super hardcore adventuring lifestyle.
No, I think it's perfectly fine that FRIEREN is taking her time with Fern.
Yep, and I think that FRIEREN is keeping her as safe as she can while also like exposing her to danger, but she knows that it's not like an imminent danger. She's like, I can keep you alive.
With Quill, she was like, now we can deal with him because they spent 80 years making up new magic to deal with what he had created, and now it's basically nothing. So I'm going to tell you why I've been teaching you this specific defensive skill forever.
Yeah. Space is like, I don't think this is a good idea. And I'm like, yeah, I think this is a good idea at all. What the hell is going on?
For real, I was like, Dennis, this seems like a really bad idea. But then once she explained it, I was like, oh, humans are fascinating. This is why in fantasy world, humans are the coolest. I hate to break it to you. Humans do things in 80 years that people like elves take thousands.
Humans are cool because humans
in a fantasy world, exactly. They have to keep up with everybody else. The tiny itty bitty humans are much cooler in a fantasy world because they don't have 1,000 years to learn whatever they want. They got 80. Make do with it.
I used to shit on humans in a fantasy world. I was like, ew, humans in a fantasy world? You could be anything you want to be, but you choose to be a human? Humans fuck. Humans
do fuck in a fantasy world. When you take a step back and be like, it takes an elf 1,000 years to do the shit that they gotta do in their lifetime. It takes a human to do the exact same thing. An elf and a human can reach the pinnacle of level 20, and an elf can be 1,000, and the human could be 23. No, it's probably not 23, but you know what I mean.
Like 55.
In comparison to the elf, you might as well be a goo goo gaga baby at that point.
You basically are a goo goo gaga baby. You're 80-year-old. They just getting into adolescence over there.
Dude, like what the fuck? You just stopped sucking your thumb, bitch.
Like I lived a whole ass fruitful life, and you still out here sucking titties. Like hello, that's not fair.
So like I love the idea that we're realizing that. I mean, Himmel is the one who is the hero.
Right.
Himmel, the hero. it's the human that comes off as the hero, not the elf. Everybody believes in the human, but the human believes in the elf.
And I love that. I'm invested. The first 3 episodes have gotten me hooked, and I'm glad, because if I'm not hooked within like the first 3 episodes, I don't care about it.
To be honest, it has to be the first 3 episodes. And I will say that everybody that says One Piece takes like 50 episodes to get into, I deadass don't know what you're talking about, because I was invested in episode 1.
Funny enough, it took the live action One Piece for me to finally be like, damn, I do enjoy this anime. I love that it's a slice of life adventure. If it picks up, even better. If not, I'm totally okay with this very cute, very mundane, million-year-old elf lady teaching this little girl how to do magic, because she's clearly a prodigy.
I want to say Fern. Yes, Fern is definitely the prodigy, and FRIEREN is the prodigy of the last like millennium, and now we're coming into the age of humans.
Yeah.
FRIEREN is from the age of elves, probably, and after the last 80 years, after like all of what humans have been doing and how they changed magic, which was very clearly hinted out at in the last episode, we're gonna be like, Fern is gonna be the next mage of the time.
We're 3 episodes in, and we've seen like majority human. Like, we haven't seen another dwarf since the dwarf guy that was in her party. We haven't seen another elf since her. Like, most of the people that they have been coming into contact with have been humans. So
humans.
That's interesting. I do like.
Yeah, we only saw the one other elf in the introduction.
Yeah, and that looked like a child. I mean, FRIEREN looks like a child, but that elf looked like a child.
I was gonna tell you that is not a child.
That motherfucker looked like a baby.
that she is not a baby. I could tell you right now. That one I do know who she is, or at least her name and her age, and that's it. That's all I know. I know she's ancient.
She looked like a.
And I think FRIEREN is pushing 1,000 years old at the beginning of this. Yeah, she's old.
I didn't even know elves live like that.
No, my thing is, I think in this series, elves are immortal. They only die when they get killed. I think. Don't quote me on that. I think it is expanded in the series itself, but I do know she's really old.
I'll trust your word, because I'm not looking up anything about this anime. I'm raw dogging it. We're raw dogging it.
I only know very little of what I've seen on TikToks, because I'm on Anime Talk, obviously, so I see all the anime edits, but I don't really sit down and listen to like what's going on. I just kind of that looks cool.
Yeah, it looks okay.
That looks cool.
I think you really like magic. It's okay. Magic's alright.
Oh yeah, you go around collecting itty bitty inconvenience spells. Oh yeah, you don't like magic at all, dude.
It's okay. nothing too serious.
Solid. I don't hate the sound direction as much as Mia does. I feel like it sounds like magic.
That shit
and
is
not all of
crunchy.
it. And not all of it sounds like that. Like when the water was running, it sounded fine.
It's just the magic.
My thing is, I think that might be a stylistic choice, because the rest of the sounds and stuff sounds perfectly fine, and the music sounds perfectly fine. I like the animation style without the fucking filter that they do on when they go into the past. Please, thank you, don't do that.
I don't like the sound the magic makes. I didn't like it in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't like it here. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure audio was disgusting and crunchy, and I hated it. And whoever was the sound engineer for that anime should be fired. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like I said, I don't mind it. I actually kind of itches my brain, so I disagree on that front. But
it makes my teeth
each their own.
It makes my gums itch.
See, it itches my brain in like a positive way.
Not me.
It itches your brain in a negative way.
It makes my teeth. But anyway, thank you for joining us for episode 1 through 3 for FRIEREN, or not really joining us, but thank you for listening to us yap about the anime. We will be back next week for episodes 4, 5, and 6. If you enjoyed this video and enjoyed our review, please consider leaving us a comment. Tell us how you feel about this anime. If you've watched episode 1 through 3, let us know how you felt about it. Or if you have watched the anime, let us know how you liked it. Spoiler free, of course. We don't support spoilers.
Spoiler
here.
Free. Spoiler free.
Please also, give us a thumbs up like I asked before. Leave a comment like I asked before. And please
Leave
subscribe.
comments.
Please subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you know when we are uploading new videos, because who doesn't want to be first in line for an episode of Witches and Weebs? We do.
I know I do.
Because we are our #1 fans, and that's just how it is. So yeah, we gonna see y'all next week, everybody. Take us out, space.
Just remember to stay magical, stay mystical, and stay whimsical. We will see you next time. Mwah.
Mwah. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh my god, please.